we're more than 10 years into an upcycle since the last financial crisis in '08. There's some signs of recession coming in, but there's no sign of it so far. How do you see the business that you're involved with and the companies that you're involved with? How do you see them preparing for a future recession?
On my course of business as CEO of Domínio Capital, there were a lot of things changing over the past 10 years. When I grew up in this career particularly, we were familiar with names that don't even exist anymore. So names such as Lehman Brothers, such as Espírito Santo, such as many others, were names that were by far the big pillars of some of the work that we do. And today, these names cease to exist. So I think recession or non-recession, institutions have to prepare themselves to adapt to a world that is by far the most challenging world I think we've ever seen in terms of speed, in terms of pace. I think recession is definitely something that probably will come. I'm not certain that it will be as short as people think. And the reason for that is that, unlike other crises, the crisis that we encountered in 2008, 2009 was by far the one that had the most impact on the worldwide economy. You've never seen in previous crises countries contracting so much in GDP as they were in 2008, 2009. So these 10 years were definitely the recovery of that. But the recovery of that in a probably very smooth way. You don't see the level of excitement over the past 10 years that you saw previous to this. So I think the economy still has space to grow, especially if the governments invest on the economy as they should. And I think us as companies, the way we have positioned ourselves, and this is what I see from personal experience and what I try to impact on my company as well, is a very conservative approach on excitement. I think all of the big push on investment, counting that great days are ahead, was never the case because the crisis of 2008 impacted very much on people's lives, from households to companies. So I think companies are prudent, companies are conservative. You see by the level of money that some of these companies have on their treasuries. And I think people are today more controlled towards a crisis than they were 10 years ago.